In this video, I'm going to demonstrate using C# how to open subforms from a main form by simply clicking on a button. So the first thing you want to do is open Visual Studio 2010 or any Visual Studio and create a new project. So create new. We're gonna do a Windows application, and we're gonna call this uh, open form. Windows open form. And the first thing you want to do is create two additional subforms. So we go on the Windows open space, right click, select add new item, and we're going to create two additional forms. We're going to call them employee and payroll. So let's create employee first, and creates employee here. Then we go back again and create payroll. Okay, there we go. So we have employee, payroll, and your main form. So we can also alright, so let's go to our main form. And what we want to do is create two buttons that's going to link to the employee and then the payroll. So create one, two, and then also a close button. And then we go on the employee, create one button to close. Now this close button, we're gonna when we click the button, it's not gonna just close the form, it's gonna go back to the main form. And the same thing for the payroll. Whoops, I made a mistake here. I want to actually do it on the main form. Same thing for the payroll and the employee. We're gonna click this button and it's gonna take us back to the main form instead of actually closing the form out. Alright, so let's rename the buttons. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna call it gonna name all of the buttons button close. And we're gonna put close on the text. So I put the and close. So I put the and because we want to make it a hotkey. So if you click Alt C, it'll do a quick close. And then we're gonna rename it button close. Then we're gonna name this one payroll. We're gonna name it form button payroll. Gonna name this button button employee. And then we're gonna put some text on it, change the caption. Employee. I'm gonna name this payroll. Alright, so that's the main form. So let's go to employee and do the same thing for the close button. We're going to put close. this.close, and then we're going to rename it button close. Same thing for payroll, name button close, and text, gonna put close. Okay, so let's create the first code. It's pretty simple. So we're gonna click on payroll, and then we're gonna create. Now you want to open the form, so the first syntax would be the name of the form you're trying to open, which would be payroll. Then we click create new form equals new space payroll. And close. Then you want to take the new form that you open and show it. So the syntax would be new form dot show. And finally, when you open the new form, you want to actually hide the main form. You don't want both of them open at the same time, visible. So you want to do this, which is this form dot hide. Now you have another option, which be this.close, but you don't want to do that on the main form, because if you do that on the main form, you're actually going to close the entire form out. So you would do this.hide, this.close on the subforms when you're ready to close them. And that's pretty much it for the syntax. So we'll go to the second one, which is employee, and do the same thing. So it would be employee new form new space employee, and then new form again dot show, and then this dot hide. And that's it. So then now we go to the payroll and the employee form, and when those open, after you do whatever you have to do, then you want to click the close button. You don't want to close the entire form out. You want to close the entire form out, but you don't want to just close it and leave it. You want to close it and go back to the main form. Same thing with the employee. So let's create the code for that, and we'll actually reference the main form. So it would be form 1 new form equals new form 1, and then new form again dot show, and then here on the subforms we're going to do something different. This dot close, because we want to actually close the form out instead of hiding it. And there you go. And then we go to employee, thing here. Form 1 new form equals new form 1, and then we do new dot show, and then we do this dot close again. And there you go. So now we want to run it. So let's go. Alright, so we click on payroll, it hides it, and it goes straight to the payroll. We click close. Instead of closing it out, it goes straight back to the main form. Same thing with employee. Click close, and now you click close, and it closes the entire form out. It should close. Oh, actually, I didn't create a code on that button. And the syntax for creating a oops. And the syntax for creating a close button would be close. That's it. That's simple. We run it. We click close. Closes the main form out. And there you go.